Hello people, my name is Rage, and welcome one and all to some more Hearthstone Arena, yes indeed. Now, I was kind of on the fence as to whether to continue the little brother picked arena run with the mage, or to start a new one, but, you know, being that I was on the fence, I was nicely freed from my dilemma because, you know, the world felt the need to smite me in my next game as the mage, which I was recording, and, you know, I also got the scumbag opening of double Leponome, coin Leponome, but the hunter I was facing had ridiculous cards, and I end up being beaten, so with that said, it is time to start a brand new arena. Now, I always do pretty well with Shaman. It's by far my favorite arena class, so that's what I'm going to go for. And a Lightning Storm is a very good omen to start with, although followed two very bad picks. Hex, yes, there is not much that can compete with a Hex. The more Hexes you have, the better you do. The same with Firemental. Earthring, Ring, Fire. I can't actually words. Guys, I can't actually use words here, and that's really upsetting. Yep, just keep then. Hexes piling on. We've got a very interesting deck here. I really like Earth Elemental. I think it does quite well in Arena, mainly because it's hard to get it removed, because people don't have a lot of spot removal. Yep, 4 Hexes will do me. 2 Fire Elementals. This is 5 Hexes. Yes, please. Everybody getting Hex, and you get a Hex, and you get a Hex. We'll take a Undertaker here because we do have the Leponome at least in this situation. I'd rather have the Geomancer for a 5-mana spell-powered Lightning Storm. I think we can safely take a break on 5 Hexes and go for a Flame Tongue to support our totems. A Harvest Golem is a nice pick. A Doom Hammer in Arena is glorious. A good old Lightning Bolt for some removal. Ooh. Gonna have to take the quite strong 1-drop there. Haunted Creeper, good value with my Flame Tongue, better than the other 2 choices, and it does support the Undertaker. Here, honestly, I mean, I don't have that much at the heavy end of my deck, so I'm gonna take the Venture Co Mercenary. Here, it makes sense probably to take another Axe just for some more consistency at the start. A very good weapon deck. The 1-drop. Actually, to be fair, an argument could have been made for the Owl. Another Scarlet Crusader will do. Another Harvest Golem is fine by me. Ooh, this one is slightly tougher. Gonna go with the River Crocodile though. I think we've already established that this is a reasonably fast deck, so the Knife Juggler fits in nicely. A very, very interesting deck. We've got the Firementals, we've got the Earth Elemental, we do have a Lightning Storm. I mean, 5 Hexes. Yes, please. It's like, I don't care how many legendaries, epics, crazy big creatures you have. You are getting hexed after hex after hex after hex, my friend. And it also gives me the luxury of being able to hex things that normally you really wouldn't, but it'd be kind of useful to if you, say, had 4 backup hexes. I kind of regret not taking the 6 Hex now, just to be this Hex tactic. Oh, we drew a Hex! That's really weird, considering we had like a 20% chance to. Scarlet Crusader, well, I mean, I think I could safely get rid of a Hex because we're likely to, you know, draw into a Hex, and I do have a lot of early drops in this arena. Really, I have so many low-cost cards, and I get that. Well, at least the Stormforged Axe is, and the Earth Elemental. Greetings, friend. Greetings indeed. He's probably going to have a 1-drop as well. Yep, there it is. I'm being Leponomed. Of course he does. Hey, we got a Hex, everyone. We got a Hex. Obviously, I'm going to use this opportunity to put the Axe on, but 1 mana for 4 damage. God damn, the Leponome is ridiculous. Fortunately, it's less important in Arena because health totals aren't the big deal. It's only really against mages or classes that have the burst where the health really matters, because most of the time, you're just fighting for board control. Oh, we got our other Hex, ladies and gentlemen. We got our other Hex. I mean, at least here, there is no question to the fact that we can deal with pretty much anything he feels like putting on the field. So next turn, the Flame Tongue, use my Nero? Use Emperor Nero! I will do this. That's annoying. And we have a secret as well. That is doubly interesting. So, clearly the thing to do here, in order to find out if this is Avenge, which it is, please be Avenge, and it is Avenge. Lovely. we can use our first Hex to get rid of the buff, the bubble, and the creature itself. Now, he may be thinking, ha! He used a Hex on that! What an idiot! I'm gonna play a Yeti! Guess what's gonna happen to that Yeti, guys? Although, to be fair, I probably wouldn't actually Hex a Yeti. Ooh, Knife Juggler, please, RNG! Please, hit anything but the Leper Gnome. Thank you so much. I really... Ooh, this is a very good opportunity to put the Doomhammer on, actually. A very, very good opportunity. Well, I mean, next turn I'm going to have 4 mana, which means it's actually still fine because I can both Hex and Chillwind Yeti, and of course I have the Doomhammer swings to make up for it. Just let's not hope. Let's not hope. No, let's do hope. My English is doing well today. I'll admit. Yay! We did 2 damage to him, guys. We did 2 damage. I would have liked a Rockbiter in this deck, but the Doomhammer is such incredible value by itself that it really is fine. Please, no ooze. Just don't ooze me. That would be very awful. He doesn't have a clear good play. At least, well, it's actually maybe worrying. He either doesn't have a clearly good play, or he has so many good plays that he's struggling to decide which good play he should actually go for. A Sword of Justice, which means he's probably just going to put a 1/1 down, which is useless to my Doomhammer, which means this Yeti is going to actually be able to stick around. That makes me very, very happy. Oh, guys, surprisingly, we drew a Hex. What a deck. What a deck. I don't know. Make your predictions in this video, guys, as to how far you actually think this arena run is going to go, because I am fairly quietly confident with it. That's quite annoying, because that does mean it obviously trades with my Chillwind. So for now, we're going to see what his secret is. Ooh, okay. Right, well, you know, let's just use another Hex. And is it redemption? It is redemption! Brilliant! So I'm just going to hit the frog again and heal up. Annoyingly, it does take a charge for that, meaning that I do injure myself with it, but it is completely fine. I have overwhelming board advantage now, and with an Earth Elemental to follow it up, and I still have a backup Hex, ladies and gentlemen. I still have that going for me. Guess what's gonna happen to that? You guessed it, it's a Hex! Now, I'm wondering if he actually has Equality Consecrate, because that would be really, really unlucky. Oh, I almost feel bad. Okay, well, I think we can safely... Well, I don't know. Do I want to play the Flame Tongue at this stage? You know what, I will do. Just because I'd be very unlucky if he was Equality Consecrating at this point. I really, really would be. And we're going to have that lovely healed up. It's alright, guys. It's alright. We've hexed 3 times in this game so far. What a draft. Please play something powerful. Ah, there's the... Ooh, he may actually just double consecrate. That might be what he's been holding for a while. Are we going to see something big coming out here? Mad Bomber. Oh. Wow, that got a lot of value from him, not gonna lie, but not really enough. We have 9 damage. If we top deck 2 damage, we are Winra. So basically the Lightning Bolt is all that could save us here. Alright, well, that's fair enough. Let's whack that into him, whack that into him, put that down, totem up. No point using the Worgen Infiltrator yet. And good! We have a healing totem, which will start making those recover. What you got for me, Mr. Uther? Hey, please let him have got Tyrion for the 4th Hex. That would be... Ah, well, I mean, I'm not complaining we got the victory, but that would have just been the cherry on top, would it not? To then immediately Hex something like Tyrion. What a deck. See what I mean? The power of Hex. Being able to consistently remove really large threats is just so overwhelmingly powerful. Ah, brilliant. The 5 Hex deck. 5 into 30 is 6, so 100 divided by 6 is 2, 4, 15, right? 15, 30, 45, 60, yeah, so there's a 15% chance for me to get a Hex in my opening hand, and indeed there it is. Now, normally I would throw the Hex back, but because I'm against a Druid, in Arena, they tend to potentially have some ridiculous, innovate shenanigans. So hexes are fantastic at dealing with an early, massively innovatedly powerful creature. It swings the game so hard in your favor, it's not even funny. So on turn 2, I'd like him to use maybe 4 innovates and play Deathwing, for example. There's no point me putting on the axe while I have nothing to hit with it. Well, I'm kind of tempted to not actually use this attack, but it will make him either Hero Power or Wrath, which is fine by me. And of course, we're rocking 2 hexes already! Life is good when you've got all the hexes in the world. I wonder if that guy was actually thinking, he's got a ridiculous amount of hexes here. And yes, you should take a drink every time I say hex in this video. You'll probably be very, very drunk afterwards. Well, clearly, man, play a creature hero power, that or Wrath it. You don't have many other choices going on. Ideally, play a free 2, so I can axe it down and get really good results when I, you know... Nice, that will do by me. Get some good Stormforged axe value. Maybe I should just hex it. You may have your card. I am not too concerned about that. And we do have a strong 5-drop as well. Annoyingly, in a deck with so many 1, 2, and 3-drops, we seem to be not seeing them at all, but that's okay. Innovate and Druid of the Claw. Go on, it'll work wonders. Trust me, it'll work absolutely wonders. Now the question is, do I want to keep these Stormforged axe charges, or just consistently go for the face? I don't know. I mean, if he was low, I'd probably just go for the face, but he is a druid, which means he's probably got quite a few large minions, so the axe isn't actually as useful, which would encourage going for face. We'll see what he does this turn. He seems to be very much in thought. And the good thing about having multiple hexes is that if you deliberately hex something that's not as strong, that gives them confidence to play something that is stronger, because they then think that they'll get away with it. Now, I would Lightning Storm this, but it's really, really pointless to do so, because I would much rather get higher value with it. And I'll keep 1 axe charge just for a rainy day, but apart from that, I'll do the extra bit of damage, pressure him a little bit more. Now, he might just leave that stealthed all game, which is potentially a problem, but at the same time, I can't see it doing that much, because as soon as it does break stealth, you know what's going to happen to it? It's going to get hexed, and there's the Wrath that I was talking about. But that Worgen got in like 4 attacks, so I'm really happy with that. And he's not actually going to release that from stealth, so that's okay. Well, to be fair, he might do. No, he's not gonna. Honestly, if I had a Taunt Totem, it may be a better idea. If I didn't have the Taunt Totem, it would have been a better idea to release him from stealth and force me to deal with it, but as it would have been wasted on a 0-1 taunt, I can understand why he wouldn't want to do that. Now, to get rid of this 7-6, he's going to need a Swipe and a Wrath, a Swipe and a Druid of the Keeper of the Forest Druid, that one, a Swipe and an attack. He doesn't, of course, doesn't have the mana for all of these things, so I will be surprised if he clears this, apart from a Swipe and then a trade with Naxxramas, but that gives me incredible value, and we can drop a Yeti and a Totem the turn after, continuing our onslaught. See, this is the point of getting incredible card advantage. It's all well and good, but if you don't play any of those cards, you might as well not have drawn them. So him having this many cards is really useless for him, especially as I am rocking multiple hexes. Wow, he's really not going to be able to clear that Mercenary, which is both good and bad for me, because it means I can't play my Yeti, but it does mean I can do 7 damage to his face, so I do have that going for me. Which is, of course, nice. And come on, something. That's kind of okay. I mean, technically I could Lightning Storm here and hope for a 4. I wish I could play that for 2 and bump it up even more. But no, I think I may... Well, if it misses though, that is so terrible for me. It really, really is. So I'm just going to use this opportunity to get 7 damage in, because it is a lot, it really is. And then the Crocolis can join him. I am getting kind of worried about that Shade, but it is eyeing up my Hex quite nicely. The only problem with the Shade is that it will eventually grow big enough to trade with the Mercenary, but the Mercenary is going to do another 7 damage before then, so 14 damage for 5 mana, can't really complain. Oh, is he finally going to get rid of it? He has drawn the Starfire, which means he'll be trading the Acolyte, which, to be fair, it's still not a very powerful turn. He's holding 10 cards. He's going to burn a card next turn. I just really don't know what his game plan here, because it's not as effective as he thinks it is. Especially keeping that shade back. He's doing himself no favours with it. I mean, I might as well Juggler and Yeti, just in case it hits the shade. Well, actually, hitting the shade... the reason I was thinking is because he can't kill the Yeti without losing his shade, but I completely forgot about the fact he's obviously going to buff up. Losing that Mark of the Wild is very good for me, actually. Mark of the Wilding that shade would have been powerful. Of course, it obviously would have got hexed, but, you know, he doesn't know that. He doesn't know that. I love that he's burning cards in Arena. Play something, man. It really doesn't help to just sit there with cards. But the good thing is it really doesn't matter what he plays, because it just gets hexed if it's powerful, and if it's not powerful, it gets easy. Really, man? Drawing more cards? Is that your solution to this problem? Oh, what is his... Why does he think this is going to help him? Oh, here we go. Here we go. We might see a Druid of the Claw, finally. Any second now. Any second. Are we going to see it? And is it going to be in taunts? Yes, it is. Alright, lovely. Is he finally going to break the shade out of stealth? Is he finally going to do that? He is, and he's going for face. What is wrong with you? Why would you do that? That is so monumentally just... Why? You just don't, man. You just don't. And there we have the power of having a ridiculous amount of hexes. And of course we hit the fracking. Actually, to be fair, hitting that's pretty good, because I do get to trade the Knife Juggler, and I don't have to get rid of the Yeti down to 1 health, meaning I am really not very swipeable. At most, he can kill a 2-free, and I still have a Lightning Storm and a Crusader, and I still have 3 hexes in 19 cards, so even a ridiculously powerful drop is likely going to get killed. He's going to taunt up again, and is that going to be his entire turn? Hopefully he plays another creature, so this Lightning Storm gets some value. Annoyingly, the only creature he could have played which prevents the Lightning Storm from getting some value. I mean, this potentially is going to do 5 damage, so I could just all in on this, hopefully get past this with the 2-2 afterwards, do a load of damage to his face, play the 2 Scarlet Crusaders, hope that he can't clear them all. I mean, he'd need 2 swipes to do that, though he has been holding cards. I mean... Yeah, let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. Doesn't matter if it does 4 or 5, which is nice, because it's obviously going to do 4. Yep, there we go. Bye, Kobold Man. See you later. And then both of those. And then just to be a little bit more sensible, I guess. Because it's not like I can bring him that low. It would just be 5. And either way, I'm going to win because he has to get rid of 2 bubbled creatures. The literally only thing that can save him is a double swipe. 1 on the Yeti, 1 on my face. If that happens, I've basically lost the game. But I'd have to be astronomically unlucky for that to be a thing. Don't like that he's card hovering, though. That's fine. That is really quite fine. Obviously, the Yeti can nicely kill that. And the Knight is not going to do anything to reduce my damage output. See, that's the thing. Drawing loads of cards does not matter when you can't play them. And they're not very good. Are you going to innovate? No? Okay. That's really annoying, actually, that I can't kill that and then heal my Yeti. But alas, alack, it must be done. Join or die. See, annoyingly, it would have been the correct decision to attack with the Crocolisk and leave the free one alive, but you know how these things go. Although if the free one was alive, it would have traded with one of my guys, thereby reducing my damage output anyway, so I guess it's not the end of the world. Can he completely clear me? That is the question. If he's attacking there, he doesn't have a swipe, which to me would imply that he can't really clear me. And even if he plays a massive taunt, really? Mark of the Wild? That's annoying. Alright, we have a 3 in 17 chance of drawing victory. No, 4 because Lightning Bolt as well. Boom! Oh, I didn't even think of that one. Lovely. Shall I just throw everything in? To be fair, I could throw everything in, but I'm not going to BM this guy. He tried. He did try. Credit to him. He tried so hard. Alright guys, we'll do the 3rd game of this video. I think 3 arena games a video is about right. To keep it fun, keep it punchy, and keep the suspense going. Can we do a 3-0 in the first video? I mean, with the amount of hexes that we're rocking, I'm thinking we can. I am. Generally speaking, I'm thinking we can. But specifically speaking, I'm also thinking we can actually, so. Yeah. Come on, grant me an opponent that I may smite. Oh, easy pickings. And no neck George. We could have got some good opponents there. And another Uther. Indeed, Innkeeper. Indeed. Where are my 1-drops? And always a Hex in the opening hand. Harvest Golem will do. Well, to be fair, I have so many 1-drops. I want some of them. Come back to me. Probably going to get another Hex because it's very, very likely. Both Stormforged Axes. That's really, really bad. Let's hope that he has a very slow start. Okay, well that's good at least. So we're going to get on the axe and just start hitting him because we need to get through these charges as much as humanly possible because we do have 6 swings. To be fair, I can be really reckless with the first axe and then use the second one a little bit more sparingly. Hopefully we just trade axe charges for 1/1s for a few turns. That would make me happy. Come on, 1-drop. Yay! Alright, Leponome is great there. Literally, and that an Undertaker, I suppose, is the only thing that would make that turn a lot better than it was. And then we can drop the Crusader, followed by the Yeti, and we always have the backup Hex. So we do have a fairly strong hand right now, but of course it entirely depends on the hand that he is rocking. And he's only been able to 1/1. That is really, really good for me, because a Consecrate does nothing but kill a Leponome and do 2 damage to himself here, so he has to do something else, and on 4 mana, he may play something like a Yeti, which I can then just Hex and play an Argent Squire. So yeah, there we have the Yeti. Awesome. Please draw another Hex. Oh, we got the Crocolisk. That's unfortunate. But in order to keep this pressure up, we are just simply going to Hex it, because otherwise he would get too much advantage from that. And next turn, I can put my own Yeti down, and I do have enough damage to hopefully trade with something. And these bubbles are great against a Paladin, because they are good at stopping Consecrate, as you would expect. A Tiger isn't really that threatening here, so I'm just going to drop my Yeti, and continuing the beats is the way to go. I'm not going to put the Undertaker down because at most it's a really small threat, and at worst it just gets collateraled by a Consecrate. See, that is really, really ridiculously good for him. Like, stupidly good. Now, fortunately, I do get to trade the Tiger for the Yeti, which is okay, and I do get to come back into this game quite well. But still, things could have been a lot better there, is all I'm saying. So we'll do that, and then we will get rid of the Tiger. So we still have an okay board, but we are severely low on the whole card situation. I can't remember how much card draw is actually in this deck, but I probably went for too much of a risky all-in play. I mean, if this was a Hex, I'd feel a lot better. That's interesting, to say the least. I mean, against this board, he was pretty much safe to just lay down the law with some powerful creatures, but okay. Leponome is fine, because obviously that's just going to trade for it nicely. Please give me... Ooh, Doom Hammer is good here. It really, really is. I'm going to get rid of that, just because these 2/1s are useful. And I'm just going to put more things on the board. And I'm going to... Oh, now that I got a Taunt Totem, it's now much better to hit him in the face. But because if he doesn't have a good source of taunts, I can just Doomhammer him to death, slowly and surely. I didn't want to play it that turn, just because I did have other things to play, but it will probably go down next turn. Just increase my damage output to 4. Really? Both? And a Holy Wrath. Please let it be tiny. He drew a 5-mana card. That's unfortunate. That is very, very unfortunate. And Hex. Yay! Hex! That's really good. Okay, well, I am simply going all in then. I can kill him over the course of a few turns, especially if I draw a Lightning Bolt. But we'll see. We'll see what his response is. I can Hex anything that's threatening. And we know how we like our Hexes. But this entirely comes down to my top decks. Come on. Come on, just play like Tyrion. That's fine. Just use your entire turn. Play Tyrion. We'll see what happens. That is really a poor move by him. I mean, yes, he may be thinking I've got some spells for the spell power, but he is firmly in a damage race here, and he can't afford to spend time knocking over totems. He really, really can't. Do I have any charges? I can't remember drafting. I just kind of draft on like autopilot and see what happens. Guardian of Kings is phenomenally good for him, actually, like really ridiculously good. The good thing is he can't actually use any spells without killing most of his board, which does make me happy. But the bad news is, well, gonna hex that, obviously, and then do that, and that. And then, is there really any point even playing the Grizzly? I mean, it just dies for free to that. But it is 3 less damage that I take, so I guess I'm going to. I mean, maybe there's an argument to keep that alive, so it prevents him from using spells. But I probably am going to lose this. Paladins do have a lot of survivability in Arena if they just draft a few healing cards. Yep, he's going to get rid of that. I say yep like it was like, I called it, there really is no other play. Ooh. If I get a spell power totem, I'm back in this. Fuck. Well, let's do it anyway. And then, I don't know, gloriously die in glorious battle. That is a shame. He needs 2 damage from his hand. Yeah, I've lost this one. My deck is really good, but it runs out of fuel quickly if I don't get some bigger, meatier minions. And there it is. Although, of course, he feels the need to BM me as hard as possible. But, you know, whatever. Whatever. Fair enough. Alright, guys, that is the opening of the 5 Hex Arena. Probably could have played better in that 3rd round. I'm sure there'll be some turns that you guys will disagree with, but we are here to have fun. So my name's been Rage. Remember to like if you enjoyed this, and subscribe for more. We will see you next time. Goodbye.